we're into the female match now. This promises to be a hell of a matchup. Wouldn't you say so, Blaze?
I do say so myself. I do say so. I think this will be the most exciting match of the whole evening. Yes, sir.
It's going to be Team Azela versus Team Nokomis tonight. And
this is going to be very promising.
And this thunderstorm is still going on. It's unbelievable how long it's lasted.
Well, you might as well live it up, Jack, because this is the only time you'll see women in their bill semi-wet surrounding, if you know what I mean.
I've been to the beach before. The ocean is very wet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you know, you head down to like Costa del Sol and you hit that nude part and then you start getting nude and everybody else starts screaming and running off and then you have the entire beach to yourself, which is really nice.
Another restraining order.
There's the nude section. You're allowed to be nude at that part. It says so.
There is no nude section at Costa del Sol.
Yes, there. Oh boy, that explains a lot. Phew. But Team Azela making their way to the ring. And looks like Psychotic Beauty is actually on Team Azela. That's pretty interesting. Of course, Andrew. But Psychotic Beauty to the left, Andrew in front, and Ariel over to the right there.
They're coming out like a well-established team here. They might win.
This promises to be a hell of a match. These three look fired up. With Azela, I'm sure that they're going to be a hell of a good team.
Well, I surely hope so. Isn't Andrew like the top rated female wrestler right now, according to the stats?
According to the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation magazine, she's certainly up in the higher ranks. I haven't been able to pick up this month's issue yet. I subscribed to it, and then the mailman, he never stops by my place anymore. He just steals the newspaper that gets put on my doorstep and takes off, giving me the finger. I don't know what the hell that's about.
What does this mailman look like?
Well, he's male, and he's a man, thus making him a male man.
Yeah, I think that's your problem right there.
And then LunarBlades Women's Champion is making her way to the ring with that belt firmly around her waist.
That's a champion there. That nice Empire black garments on, you know.
I know she's certainly a favorite of yours, Blaze.
Why, yes, she is. Yes, she is. And just like all the women of the Empire, she's a strong champion. You know, the common Empire woman can lift roughly 50 logs at one time.
How much does each log weigh?
What do you mean? How much does each log weigh?
Like, I mean, you could have
the weight of a log.
You could have a little log or a big log.
Doesn't matter, because you know, in Final Fantasy world, all logs weigh the same, even if they're small, medium, or large.
And we're awaiting the arrival of Team Nokomis here. And Evelyn Lee has joined up on Team Nokomis. First one out from the back. And looks like that's Enchanter Musfa. And being teamed up with Santi.
Huh. This is a most diabolical group of women, if I do say so myself.
Well, Evelyn Lee in her debut match against Azela was able to take her down. I can certainly see why Santi would want to be on this team with Psychotic Beauty being on the other side. Enchanter, I keep saying Enchanter for some odd reason. With Psychotic taking her out many weeks ago.
Well, this seems to be more of a match of vengeance. Wasn't that like the last pay-per-view or something?
That may have been a couple of pay-per-views ago.
Yeah, you know how it is. Probably this thunderstorm. I wonder how it deals head to storm with that metal plate in its head with this lightning going around.
And Azela and Nokomis starting off this match. Shouldn't be too surprised. Both of them strong, capable leaders.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And naturally, the action spills right to the outside, right to the where do you stand symbol. It seems to be a big exclamation point tonight.
Well, there is a big exclamation point right there.
You can say that again. That powerbomb that Azela just gave to Nokomis on the outside was devastating.
And that's where she stands.
Not very shouldn't be very surprised with Azela hitting a move like that on the outside. Both her and Raven have been extremely aggressive, and I don't know what's going on here. Nokomis setting up Azela, hanging her by the neck there. That's just gotta hurt.
Champion at work there.
And Enchanter stepping into the ring for the first time. That's the second debut that we've had tonight. Of course, Elliot, he sure gave it his all earlier.
Poor little fella. He's probably standing in the ring right now wondering why. Why did he get into that? When Ruben was carrying that team, why did he tag in?
I was quite surprised. Adil, though, able to get 2 eliminations from that match after he was the last man standing. It was a hell of a competition, a hell of an effort.
That seems to be Adil's sort of, well, style. Every time he's in one of those matches, he's always the last man standing.
He certainly has a lot of defense. I don't know how he is on the offense, though, but he certainly gives it his all.
Yes, he does. That's respectable.
And Oral on the top rope. Missing with the missile drop kick. And Nokomis and Enchanter double teaming. Shouldn't be no surprise on that. I'm sorry, I'm having troubles talking during the last break there. I'm starting to think something's in the air.
Well, you know, there's a thunderstorm going on, so pretty much, yeah, there's plenty of things in the air. Rain, lightning, high moisture.
Well, I'm also being told that you shouldn't go out tonight. There's a bad moon on the rise. So maybe that's what's affecting me so much.
I once saw a bad moon rising. It was a good night too. I'm just looking over there. That psychotic beauty is just a tall woman.
She certainly has a lot of height to her, I'll tell you that much. Well, Evelyn has Ariel in that submission rack. And it seems like she's sizing up Ariel for something.
Hit her, Jack. Hey, Jack.
What's up, Blaze?
I saw what you were doing. You were staring at a rack. Cut that out.
No, it was
Cut that out.
It was, well, it's...
Another.
I said submission.
Restraining order. Yeah, that's what they all say.
It's a submission.
I know what you're about.
It's actually called a torture rack. It's not my fault that you have a very dirty, perverted mind.
I saw where you were looking at when you said it.
And Evelyn Lee able to lure Ariel into that booby trap.
See, you're doing it again.
What? Huh? What? I'm calling the match. I'm calling the match. I have to watch the action.
It's not a booby trap. It's a booty trap. I mean, goddamn.
Aha! Aha! See? It's very easy to get distracted with all these lovely women in the ring, isn't it?
Well, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And it's also easy to get distracted with the devastating superplex to the outside. Seems to be a very common move.
I think that's a LunarBlades signature technique because it seems like everybody does it. And where do they do it? Right on the where do you stand position.
I definitely think they're throwing messages tonight because most of the time when people are on that where do you stand slogan there, they're usually down on their backs.
Yes, sirree.
And Santi coming in. Well, for a second there, I thought Santi was going to take a shot right at the Psychotic. She was running right towards her and then decided to change her mind, I guess. Andrew and Santi tying it up. I'm not 100% sure if anybody should actually be getting into the ring with Santi. And oh, what a devastating knee! We've seen how devastating that she can be even before her attitude change.
Yeah, no, she's came back nastier than ever.
But Santi, who can't be too happy upon her return, not given a shot at the title.
Well, it was her title. I think she should get one eventually. Hell, she got a concussion and she actually remembers. Of course she deserves a shout.
She actually remembers. Are you saying that concussions affect people's memories?
What was I talking about again? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, to what?
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
Booby traps.
Booby traps! Yeah! I think I'll run up to the concession stand. Oh, concussions, that was it. You know, Mr. Shovel has given me a lot of concussions, and it hasn't affected me at all. 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 Hi!
Hit him upside the head every now and then. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Seems like Jack Human is temporarily broken. He needs to be banged upside the head every now and then. That's what we got Mr. Shovel for.
Ow.
Hard reset.
Hey, Blaze, one of those sudden headaches just came on to me. Oh, that's weird how that happens.
Well, it's okay as long as your vision doesn't blur and you don't lose consciousness.
Okay,
Like
is the blood from the ear a bad thing?
Ah, that's common.
Oh.
You're not a man till you bleed at least out of your ear, your nose 5 times.
Oh, okay. I'm a man then.
That's right. Somewhat.
Anyway, back to the action. Evelyn Lee getting tagged back in. Andrew not having the best of go of things inside the ring. Tagging in Psychotic Beauty. This would be the, second time I do believe that Psychotic Beauty has been inside the ring?
I believe it would be second or third. I got a damn concussion too. You expect me to remember this stuff? I just said it. I should remember. We got to ask me second, third time.
Well, Enchanter tossing Psychotic around like nothing. And that was a hell of a reversal into a pinning situation.
What sort of ninja crap is that?
Well, it certainly would make sense as she used to dress in kind of a ninja garb.
So that means she was at least a level 30 rogue at some time in her life.
Everything most certainly does add up.
No wonder she seems so proficient at sneak attacks in the back.
Well, she certainly stepped up her game since the last time that we've seen her. Who knows, maybe Azela has been working with her.
Maybe she has been. And we now know where Enchanter stands.
Firmly in the corner of Nokomis. Shouldn't be surprised by that at all.
Well, it wasn't necessarily going there, but yeah. You know, she stands where everybody else stands. On her back on the where do you stand? Silence.
It is rather weird how all the action is taking place on the far side of the ring, you know, on the opposite side from us.
Well, that's because of you this time.
Yeah.
That and they gotta advertise that great you know, ring stuff all over there.
It is a very beautiful Borderlines pay-per-view arena, I'll tell you that much.
That's right. Whenever you got paraphernalia and promotions, you always gotta advertise and show them off.
Well, thank you for reminding me. This this pay-per-view is brought to you by Azela Leon. Fun-filled Final Fantasy XIV fun. I kind of ran out of F words there.
I know one more that you didn't use.
Fantastic. Fantastic Final Fantastic Final Fantasy 14 fun on Azela Leon at YouTube.
That's right. Fantastic Final Fantasy fun on YouTube on Azela Leon's site. First 100 people get free fudge for the fantastic Final Fantasy fun.
Fudge not guaranteed.
Everybody knows. Well, fudge is guaranteed. As long as you deal within the first 5, 4, 3, 2. Well, we're out, everybody. Okay.
I'm not saying I ate the majority of the fudge, but I'm feeling kind of full. And you know, it's been an extremely long pay-per-view night, and I need the energy boost from, you know, the chocolate and the sugar and the fudge, and, you know, to announce through the entire night.
I understand this time. Usually I would call you unprofessional, slouch and a bum, but this has been a very long pay-per-view. Then it's got the rain in the air. It's just making me want to go to sleep as well.
Fortunately, the action inside the ring is keeping me wide awake.
Would you say it's keeping you up?
I would certainly say that's keeping me up.
And that's why you have a restraining order.
Don't quite follow you, Blaze, but, you know, it's keeping me up. I could probably watch this match. It would probably keep me up all night. Like, I mean, I can guarantee I'll end up watching this match again and again and again and again, and it'll probably keep me up for at least 5 minutes at a time. And then I'll probably need a small nap and a sandwich, but give me about 10 minutes and I'll be ready to watch this match again.
You're a sad, sad man, Jack. You're a sad, sad man.
I don't. No. You know, Blaze, you're kind of confusing sometimes.
Do go on. What makes you say that?
I don't understand. Why would this match ever put you down?
Well, I never said it would put you down.
Well, you're finding humorous that it would keep me up. Like, I'm sure that the very next match will keep me up. And like the last match kept me up.
Well, I like to say I find humor in putting you in certain situations that incriminate you. Yeah. You know. Because you went around the locker rooms and that also kept you up. Seems like everything keeps you up.
Well, of course, it's exciting to be here. Like, I mean, yeah. It'd be pretty hard not to be here. And that was a 2 3/4 on Enchanter.
Do you suppose Enchanter knows any good spells?
I would imagine so, with a name like that.
You would think, but I haven't seen very much magic being used.
I don't know. Considering what Andrew just did there, I'm starting to wonder if some spells ain't being used.
Well... You call that, well, I don't even know what you call that. I guess working the crowd, I suppose.
Enchanter has Andrew locked in that submission maneuver. Able to power out, but I think the damage may already be done. I think Enchanter just went over there as a little taunt to the other three on the outside.
So enchanting.
Evelyn Lee, of course, on the outside, just extremely happy to be here, it seems like.
That young lady deserves to be here for what she's done in her career so far.
And I think, yep, Enchanter taking that second superplex to the outside.
See, where does Enchanter stand?
Right now, there ain't no standing from her.
And that superplex was brought to you by the Borderlines pay-per-view. Where do you stand? Hopefully not on your ass.
Enchanter able to pull out a German suplex, but Andrew being able to get the tag to Azela.
So did you ever get invited to that party that Azela was talking about?
You know, I'm sure it must have got lost in the Mog mail. You know?
No, Mughals are very reliable when it comes to mail.
No, I'll have you know that for a fact that quite a while ago, the Warrior of Light had to help them out. You know, deliver all the mail and everything. So, you know.
That's how dedicated they are to their mail. They will call the savior of the world himself to make sure their mail routes get done.
Well,
so,
you know, he hasn't helped them out in a very long time, so, you know, I'm sure that the invite got lost in the mail. Like, you know, just because no other piece of mail has ever been lost doesn't mean that, you know, my invite there's a first time for everything, Blaze. First time.
Not this time.
Yep.
Not this time.
It's, you know, or I'm sure that, you know, I'm sure that it's maybe got stuck on the bottom of the Moogle's post bag.
And the bottom of the Moogle's post bag.
Yeah, maybe it got stuck there, like it got caught in a steam.
Steam?
Yeah, on the bottom of like a seam, you know, the seam of
the. I'm about to say.
Just, but it could be.
Those bags don't even have seams at the bottom. Are you even being serious right now?
It could. They might. They could. They. You know. It's a little Moogle with a whole lot of mail. I'm sure that some of it fell out, you know, while they were loading it.
They're magical creatures, Jack.
Just, you know.
They don't lose mail.
Could happen. Might happen. It's probably happened.
Well, did you ever get your opportunity to be the errand boy?
You know, I'm sure my hiring papers are in the mail as well.
Oh, that's right.
You know, yeah, I'm sure that. Oh, and 2 3/4 on Santi.
I
Ariel
realized something.
going to the top rope. This hasn't worked out for her before. Let's see what happens now. Missile drop kick, hitting its mark. I'm sorry, I'm talking all over you, Blaze. What's that?
From that swing a while ago, did you realize Santi had such great hair? I was watching the volume of it swing around, and it was just magnificent. Like our great leader and emperor himself. You know, he has magnificent locks like that. He's not wearing his armor.
Oh, are you talking about Xenos?
That's right. Don't you ever mention his name like that again.
Oh, why? Why not?
I'll cut you down.
2 3/4 on Ariel. That was a close one from the LunarBlades Women's Champion. No, you know, I kind of like Xenos. He has a really nice sword collection.
He does have nice.
It's, you know, I'm a Eorzean, and I'm not afraid to be, you know, like the Empire and us can get along.
I hear that, like a couple months ago, he was selling parts of his sword collection on Mooglebay.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they still up? I would love to own a sword.
They got bought out by some artisan guy.
Oh.
He was in, wherever that Doma place is. Some art collector. Freaking bastard. He outbidded me by like 50 gil.
Well, you know, I probably shouldn't, you know, be purchasing a knife. I accidentally almost cut an artery with a butter knife last Tuesday, so that was a little embarrassing.
Yeah, you don't need a knife.
Well, they have the little serrated edges, okay? You know, they're a little sharp.
You don't need it. You'll poke your eye out. Damn.
I take it that you wielded many a sword, Blaze.
Why, yes, I have.
Do you have an all-time favorite?
Well, I think my favorite would be a long sword that I actually call a bastard sword, even though it's not a bastard sword.
It reminds me of the famous LunarBlades airship, the Bastard.
Well, that's a very great ship.
Ah, they have many a good ship. And submersible.
Yeah, it's submersible.
And submersibles.
Perhaps one day they'll get a train or something.
We can only hope. But Ariel, who's been taking quite the beating this match, being able to stand up to the champion, Nokomis.
I'm not liking it at all.
And tagging in Azela. These two know each other pretty well, but with Azela's more aggressive nature, I think Nokomis might be at a bit of a loss here. Beautiful moonsault right into a pin.
You really got to believe in your champion. I believe in your champion.
And Anju having a go at Nokomis in the ring. Anju not being the legal person. Seems like everybody wants to make their mark against Nokomis.
I wonder where that little Lala is right now. I'm doing email any day now.
Well, if Nokomis is in the ring, I can only imagine that Clara is somewhere in the arena.
I wonder, as much as I've seen Azela in this match doing moonsaults, and as much airtime as she getting, did she ever have to ride Sid's airship? Because I think it would be kind of pointless because she's getting more airtime than anything I've ever seen in my life.
There certainly has been a lot of high-flying moves in this match. Everybody trying to make an impact here at the Borderlines pay-per-view. And Arl going for the pin. And that's another 2 3/4.
I guess everybody wants to try to beat the champ after somebody else has already worked on her a good amount.
Well, Azela not looking too good on the outside of the ring, and Ariel hitting that, I would guess, a moonsault. Enchanter able to break up the count. And Evelyn still psyched down the corner of the screen there.
Next thing you know, she'll be selling t-shirts. It seems like she's waving at that camera an awful lot.
Well, I kind of think that to sell t-shirts, you got to wear a t-shirt, and that was some impressive moves by Ariel. And did Ariel just... I think she did. Nokomis rolling out of the ring. That was a 3 count. The LunarBlades Women's Champion is the first one out of this match. It's now a 4-on-3 situation.
After they jumped her for about 35 minutes straight. Yeah, good job.
It's all legal in a Borderlines match. And Ariel catching Enchanter. I don't know what Azela was setting up there, but Enchanter had a hell of a reversal.
Well, I believe that move. I believe she was going to go into them turnbuckles. That wasn't reversed.
Enchanter, that's about the 3rd or 4th time I've seen her use that posterior of hers as a weapon.
It's enchanting.
Normally I wouldn't want to be hit by any move, but, you know, that one wouldn't be so bad. As the action... Sorry, what? Huh? No, see, they're right in front of us. Please, they're right in front of us. See? And the cops ain't here to arrest me.
Get up, Azela. I had holler, the whole holler over there. Thanks for coming last week. By the way, the offer's still up for you to take Jack's spot.
No, there's no offer there. No. And Azela using that single leg Boston Crab. That could be it. Now Evelyn getting in there, breaking up the count. And this has just turned into a bedlam.
Bedlam. I'm watching you, fella. I'm listening to the words you're using.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
A bedlam. Really, Jack?
Yeah?
You're going from talking about
It's
a booby trap to a bed. Really?
I didn't say bed, I said bedlam.
Bedlam. You spaced them in between. I heard you.
I most certainly did
You
not.
had that gleam in your eye like you always
You
do.
know, I was referring to, like a uproar, a pandemonium, a commotion, mayhem, confusion, disorder, chaos, anarchy, or lawlessness.
That was pretty impressive.
Why, thank you. I did not look that up on my link shell.
Yeah, I know you did. I took the batteries out of it so like a couple weeks ago.
Wait.
I can't have you calling for help when you're buried in that hole now.
Wait, you took the batteries on my link shell?
Yeah.
Then who have I been talking to? Like, I mean, I had my grandma call me on my link shell a couple of weeks ago needing money. Who have I been sending money to? Like, I mean, sure. All of a sudden my grandma sounded a lot like you, but, I mean, I thought, it was because she needed money for her surgery, and I thought that she was sick.
Yeah, realizing now. And where did you give the money to for your grandmother?
They told me to put it all into... Oh, my God. Santi just knocked Azela right off that turnbuckle. She hit with an impact.
Now, do you think Santi's a little bit, PO'd still?
I most certainly think she is.
I would dare say that she raised hell, then she left, just like the shirt says.
It certainly seems to be her MO nowadays.
I wonder if she'll sell t-shirts. I'll buy that shirt.
Speaking of buying shirts, I still need to get through, I still need to get a couple of Drago shirts. They're no longer on the market for some reason. Like, I mean, between the last match and this match, I went through 2 shirts. I'm running low.
I actually heard an update about him. I heard that he went down to, was it Hell's Lid or the Lids of Hell, and that he found enlightenment or something. So, I guess next time you see him,
he found enlightenment.
Yeah, in the Lids of Hell.
He just likes to enlighten people's wallets for t-shirt sales.
No, I think he found true enlightenment.
Get it?
He went down there and allegedly met something. I'm not freaking something, I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. I think he said he saw a talking alpaca or something. I don't freaking know. It all sounds far-fetched.
Well, I'm sure someday the truth will be revealed. We still haven't seen him since the very beginning of the season. And oh my God, Enchanter busting out. I don't even know what that move was. It just dropped Azela right on her neck and shoulders. That's...
I guess, He called that Spellbound. I like the name of that move for change. He called it Spellbound. He already got a patent doing that. I'm gonna forget it by next time I see her anyway, but that's what I'm calling it tonight. Yeah, gotcha.
And Santi trying to take a shot at Azela.
He's doing a lot of that tonight.
And we have yet to see Santi or Psychotic Beauty mix it up. I think Psychotic Beauty may be trying to bide her time. I don't think she wants any piece of Santi.
I think Team Azela knows it's best to keep Psychotic out of that match as much as possible because I've seen how she's fighting. She's just a brawler. She's not a truly refined fighter and wrestler yet.
Looks like Ariel is setting something up here. Devastating DDT. Santi able to break up the pinning predicament. And gets promptly thrown to the outside. Rep is down. And Psychotic steps in and steps out.
I don't think this is what you would call that bending, is it? Somebody needs to get that ref up too.
The ref is up and just got the 3 count on Enchanter.
Uh-oh.
It may be a loss, but it was a hell of a debut. Both Santi and Azela down. And Santi just going right after Ariel. Two. That's a 3. Evelyn Lee is the last member of Team Nokomis.
Well, we're gonna find out now how good this young lady really is.
I think Azela was fixing to hit her with her finisher. Evelyn Lee thus far has been able to reverse everything that Azela has thrown at her. Certainly is impressive.
She did beat her on her debut match. So maybe they had to put somebody else in there with her. Maybe Andrew.
Andrew was able to get a good bit going. Evelyn Lee able to get the reverse in with Andrew reversing right after with Evelyn Lee reversing again. Back to Andrew.
Well, if not Andrew, maybe he's Psychotic. You know, keep switching. Somebody's got to be able to get it.
And that was a hell of a Hurricane Rana from the top rope.
I gotta put my LunarBlades Wrestling magazine and figure out who's the #1 right now for this division. But I do believe it was Andrew last time I read it.
But I do believe that Andrew just tapped out to that torture rack of Evelyn Lee's.
Hey, watch it. Watch it.
She most certainly has a devastating rack.
What'd I tell you?
What?
What did I tell you? You know what you're doing.
What? I'm admiring her rack.
Jesus, we better get sued for this.
What?
You go to the freaking meeting. You just had a meeting.
Well, yes, and I'm just calling the match.
You're not. Gosh, you're throwing innuendos left and right.
I don't even know how to spell innuendo.
You just named about 40, 50 words for Bentley. Yes,
Yeah.
You did.
No, I don't. INYOUDOUEG. Innuendo.
Sounds about right to me. Let's see here. Let me look it up, see if I can spell it.
And welcome to the LunarBlades Spelling Bee, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god! Ariel, I can't talk. Ariel about to look like going for a choke slam. Evelyn Lee able to reverse it though.
I think I know who really has a future. I said it before and I'll say it again. That Evelyn Lee, she's going places.
Well, Evelyn, even in a 3-on-1 situation, still able to hold her own. Maybe the strategy should have been throw her in at first and weaken everybody.
That would have been a sound strategy.
But don't forget, too, Psychotic Beauty is also still pretty much a fresh fighter.
At this point, if Evelyn Lee comes back, this will be the upset of the century for Team Azela. Because they got it pretty much in the bag.
Well, I think Ariel might be running on fumes here. She was looking for the tag. I guess that'd be a modified choke slam. And Evelyn refusing to give up, like she can't have much in the tank left.
It's just amazing how she's holding on. What do you think of in first? Is Thunderstorm or Evelyn Lee's willpower?
Well, at the rate that both of them are going on, Evelyn going for a pin. Don't know how wise of a strategy that would be. And there's that rack again.
You know, boy, I tell you, I don't know what to do with you.
What? It's a rack. It's Evelyn Lee's rack.
Jeez. Why don't you just call it submission or something? Of all the submission maneuvers you decide you want to start calling by name, is that one in particular?
Well, it seems like Evelyn's rack will be the only thing that will probably save her in this match. And Evelyn going over just giving a shot to Psychotic. Aria, I can't talk again. Ariel needs to get some offense happening here. Needs to get out of there, make a tag.
Something.
And Evelyn dragging her away from her safe corner. And there's Evelyn's rack again. And Ariel tapping out to Evelyn's rack. Psychotic was in and out. This has went from a 4-on-1 situation to a 2-on-1 situation.
All because of that killer rack, I suppose.
I will say that Evelyn's rack is a thing of beauty.
I really hope that our great owner and master and savior dog is watching this, because I believe Evelyn really deserves a shot at that title. The way she's fighting.
Well, as much as I hate to agree with you, I have to agree with you. But I think that might be all. She's had a hell of a match. And no refusing to give up.
But at this point, where do you go? Because you got a fresh body in there still.
You go right to your own rack. And I think, yes, Psychotic just tapped out. This is now a 1-on-1 match. I've got to say, I don't like Azela's odds.
She has been resting for a while, but at the same time, Evelyn Lee has had her number for a while too.
Don't forget, in Evelyn's debut match, was able to beat her. If Azela doesn't put her away now, oh boy. Azela taking a high risk, not paying off. She could be in trouble. And Evelyn has her in that rack. Able to escape. This match is just nail biting. I'm on the edge of my seat.
I'm amazed. I'm just simply amazed.
And Evelyn sizing up as Azela.
I really didn't think it'll come down to this like this.
Evelyn going for the pin. This might be it. 2 3/4. My